have been together for 8 years. We started working as doulas initially and worked together in a practice. And so we know each other very well and love working with one another. How our practice works, that's a question we get a lot, is our clients are, or my clients are my clients, their clients are their clients. We do not rotate call. We do not, have a certain set of days per month that we are on call for one another.
Well, I think, we back each other up, in the event that something emergent were to come up with one of us, we had to send a backup. You know that you're getting somebody with the same experience, with the same model of care, with the same outlook to midwifery care and birth. And so you have that reassurance that you're not having somebody come in that's completely different than the midwife that you got. Now that's really rare, but that's what's responsible, is to have a backup. And then we also use each other to assist each other, which is really nice. Something that's really important with midwifery care is being able to communicate without speaking, especially in an emergent situation. And so the benefit of us working together for the last 8 years is that we can do that. And that's really great. Saves time and energy when you're needing to work quickly or move quickly. I trust my clients with these guys, which is really hard, over the years as a doula before we were partners. If you needed to call in a backup, you're like, oh, who's gonna be like me, who's gonna do just as good of a job? And there is so much peace of mind knowing that if I had to call in one of you guys, you're gonna take care of my client the same way.
That's one of the things that people ask me, like, in the event that you can't make it for whatever reason, whatever that may be, I tell them, I'm like, listen, I trust the people that I work with. Like, I don't even give a second thought, to one of these ladies coming. Like, I'm like, well, of course they're going to get great care. We work together. Like, of course, So, and I think the other thing too about our practice is we do take low volume client load. That's just our preference, to take low volume. So we, have just a few people a month. And part of that, is to ensure that we make it to your birth, right? So you increase your chances of, making it to your client's birth if you have a lower, client volume.
Well, and lower volume also allows for us to know our clients really well.
Exactly.
And if that client is needing more attention, specifically at the birth, when I was a doula, I would see clients transported to the hospital just simply because the mama was tired, but also the midwife was tired, and we can't help it if we have a couple go back to back, but if that doesn't happen very often, we're rested enough to be with you and stay with you the long haul, and to only change the plan if need be, or if you make that decision, and so keeping a lower clientele load helps us accomplish that for our clients.
And people often ask us, are there certain days that we take off per week, or is there a certain month that we take off? And really, we're on call 24/7. Usually what we do is take a month off or 6 weeks off at some point during the year. That way we know that there's not a chance of a mom going into labor for 37 weeks or 42 weeks. So when we take you on as a client, the fact of the matter is, if we do take you on, we're not planning to go anywhere when your due date is, if that makes sense.
And then the benefit of that too is that we're able to stay rested, because we take a good chunk of time off, and then that's where we can fill in for each other. Say I go, out of the country for a week, and Becky can take call for me and answer questions. If we do take a chunk of time off, then we can do some clinic days for each other, and you would see the partners for that, and it's kind of cool too, because then you get to know them, since one of them will probably be at your birth.
We do have 2 childbirth educators as well, and we also have doulas in our practice as well, and we all collaborate, and we also have other resources and other individuals that we refer out to. So we have a large community of people that we love and that we refer our clients to all the time. So if people ask, well, hey, do you have somebody that you recommend for breastfeeding or postpartum care, we have a lot of people, either if they're not in our practice with Dallas Birth, there's other people that we
Right.
love and trust that we can refer to as well.
Absolutely.